G'day, Marvel Future Fight gamers. VaderG here. Welcome back to the channel. Just having a quick chat about Thena in this video. You can clearly see on screen that I have not unlocked Thena at this point in time. I'm still actually stuck on this mission, so I've polished off the Gilgamesh one, but have not finished this unit yet. So I've not got through his epic quest, but have been chatting with a couple of guys who have unlocked and fully built Thena, so obviously they've wowed out for that content, and she is not performing. She seems to not be performing in Alliance Battle Extreme. So I'll just quickly jump to another guy's account here, or not jump into, but have a quick look. I'm just trying to figure out where the hell I'm at here. So I'm going to go into Alliance Battle and have a look at Thaz First Avengers account. So where are we here? So I'm ranked 39. So he's usually pretty similar ranking, maybe a little bit above, because I think he still probably tries reasonably hard, whereas I'm maybe not. Oh no, I might have him today, but he shouldn't be too far away here. Thaz, here he goes. Okay, so Thaz First Avengers. So I'm just going to whack a screenshot up on the screen here, in terms of what Thaz actually scored, and you can kind of see around about that 9.8 million mark. I'm just going to have a quick look at his build in game here as well, and she's pretty stacked, right? She even has, so the build he has on her, she even has her own artifact. And, you know, it's got a CTP of Rage, which seems to be the best CTP for her, based on what Thaz has said. And if you haven't subscribed to Thaz First Avengers YouTube channel, you should do it. It's really, really great YouTube videos. He's kind of pretty stacked, eh? There's, you know, so what have we got? You know, nearly all OBs. We've got 3, so we've got 5. So she's got 15 Odin's Blessings, 4 double physical attacks there. And she's still short of his Wonder score by around about 200,000, and he tried a bunch. Right, I had a chat with him, and it's, you know, it's a bit weird. And we'll just have a quick look at his cards while we're in here as well. We'll do a bit of stalking on Thaz's account here, and he's got, you know, what's he got there? 121 odd physical attack, and he's got 19% pierce. So 9.8 million. And you can actually see in the corner of his screen there, you can see his score with Wanda. So he's just scoring over 10 million. So 200,000 difference. Yeah, you could argue that, okay, it's the first day of using her. I would have liked to have done some trials myself, but seriously, I just got, you know, I can't unlock her. I just have not been able to get through those epic quests quickly enough. And yeah, so in my opinion, like coming into this update, and you saw Thena tier 3 Universal Hero, you would think that she would be Alliance Battle Extreme meta, at least for Universal Hero female. Potentially, you know, well, if she's for female, then she's going to be for the whole lot, right? Because Wanda, besides Burn Season, where Ghost Rider does take her out just by a little bit, Wanda is the queen and continues to be the undisputed queen. So what does this mean for the game? Well, it's probably really good news for free-to-play players, to be perfectly honest. If you're free-to-play at this point in time, unless they buff her, unless they buff Thena, then there's no point. That, you know, there's no rush. There's no rush to get her, to unlock her. She's not going to be meta breaking at this point in time. That's kind of what we're discovering. Not just about Alliance Battle Extreme, but she apparently hits very hard in World Boss Legend, but has some survivability issues. She has no heal and different things like that. Okay, so probably pretty good news, considering this is an 8,000 crystal epic quest, which is just, you know, is so wrong on so many levels by Netmarble to actually do that. Considering it's an 8,000 crystal epic quest, I think as a free-to-play player, I would be thinking, you know, sucked in whales who actually went and paid for this content and unlocked this character. If I was a free-to-play player, I'd probably be thinking, okay, I can stick with Wanda as well, and not be a smart ass and say sucked in and all that sort of stuff, because, you know, people play the game how they want to play it, right? But for the players who are, you know, and I've paid the 8,000 crystals. I've bought the uniforms. For the players who have paid and purchased the packs and the uniforms and all that sort of stuff, it's probably, you know, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. So, you know, if we have if we have a quick look at, yeah, well, let's not look at his Wanderers build because it's basically the equivalent of Thena's build. Anyhow, she looked great. She did look great due to cancels in all seasons. Maybe she'll get a mid-month buff. I don't really know if that will happen or not. It kind of happened for Reed after they realised that his new uniform was probably not up to scratch. But will it happen for Thena? I highly doubt it for the simple fact that it's an 8,000 crystal epic quest, and I think Netmarble will be getting enough grief in terms of that cost, as they should, because it's a rip-off as in that cost already. So my opinion, whilst you know Thaz, I know he's certainly holding out hope that she's going to be buffed mid-month. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it would cause potentially some more issues for Netmarble and more issues than really what it's worth. In terms of what else has been going on in game, well, we got that survey, right? And the survey was kind of interesting. Very interesting for Netmarble to re-engage. Re-engage the player base. We've sort of been not a huge amount of contact. Then we had a developers note, and then we've had the survey within a very short period of time. I'm just going to pop up on screen. I'm not going to go through all my answers, but obviously the focus of my responses, and I tried to keep my responses clean, right? So no swearing, no type of abuse, no stuff that would dismiss my actual survey response. And I suggest that anyone who is filling out the survey actually, really treat it as a good opportunity to get in contact directly with Netmarble. I did mine late last night, so could have been a little bit hazy when I submitted it. And I wish there was more room to write stuff. But anyhow, I'm going to show a couple of my written responses here. So do you have any suggestions or ideas to improve game modes? I've just written, please pay more attention to reworking game modes like Alliance Battle Extreme, Alliance Conquest, and Alliance Tournament. So to me, this game is all about the Alliance. It's the Alliance thing. Initially, when you're first playing, it's all about solo, building your roster, building your characters, and growing your power. That's what the game is initially. But after a period of time, once your account matures and you become a vet, so to speak, it's all about the Alliance and getting on with your alliance mates and teaming up with good quality people and having a bit of fun. So I really want them to focus on these alliance modes. Stop introducing new game modes like Dimension Rift, Timeline Survival, which they really should just get rid of, and Story Mode, which take up way too much time. There is too much content in this game already, and I wrote that specifically, well, firstly because I sincerely believe that is the case, but secondarily that I really think that Netmarble were trying to get a gauge on, is there too much content in the game? And you would have seen a couple of the questions there tailored, how much time do you spend in game? Do you think this mode takes too long? Different things like that. In terms of another response that I put through, basically the last one here, please leave a message if you have anything to say. And I've just written, cut out the first two phases of squad battle. They are pointless to me. That's a waste of, 3 minutes per day? 3 minutes per day, you go, oh yeah, big deal. That's getting up around that half-hour mark per week. And you multiply that by 52 weeks, and you 25 hours. It's too much. Add clear tickets for story mode. Okay, so they've already said that they might think about something for story mode. But I think they just if you clear it the first time, then you should just get clear tickets. Even if they reduce the drop rate of the Odin's Blessings or the other premium content in it. It doesn't matter. Reduce the drop rates even more. Just let us use clear tickets. Or maybe if people want to manual play it, they have the chances still at the same level. If people want to clear ticket it, it's at a much reduced level to get the premium drops. That's fine. Rework ABX. Okay, so I really think they missed the opportunity with Alliance Battle Extreme when they did rework ABX, and effectively they made the Frost Beast slower and stupider, and was a real missed opportunity. And the videos that I sort of let out around about that time were all around about basically saying this is a real missed opportunity, guys. You could have done so much better. Increased daily crystals for login. I mean, this is something that everyone in the game has been calling for, so it's not just people on the forum, it's not just people here and there. Everyone in the game acknowledges that this is a real mismatch. Crystal is still 25 crystals per day for login. Meanwhile, cost of everything has gone astronomically. Costumes are basically double the cost. They used to be 750 crystals. So when we started out, 25 crystals a day login, all uniforms were 750 crystals, right? Then after a period of time, they become 1050 and then 1750. Now everything's just 1750. Don't make 8k crystals the norm for epic quests. So 8k crystal is too much for the epic quest. We don't need to pay that. We don't want to pay that. You know, this is a 6.5-year-old game. We don't want to pay ridiculous amounts of money for content which really, I don't know. I mean, we look at this content with Thena, it's really not, you know, is it that good? Not really. Make sure the instinct for character-specific artifacts, this is something that really pisses me off. Make sure the instinct for character-specific artifacts matches the character's instinct. I mean, you know, I picked up what, a couple of lunar badges just in these dimension rifts that we've been getting for free. Let's just have a quick look in game and have a look at, you know, keep all this stuff in my inventory. My inventory's always full. But if I look at the lunar ones, it's destruction. The instinct is destruction increase. I'm pretty sure her instinct is justice. Another one, destruction increase again. And this one, so I've got 3 badges for Luna, which are useless for Luna because while they give this passive, which is ridiculous in itself, you know, 20% cold damage of cold resist, the instinct does not fully apply to the character. Why would you release these character icon type artifacts without actually having the instinct matching to that character? It makes zero sense. Very similar to Timeline Survival. The next one, add the ability to put commas in your next survey. That was a little bit of a take the piss one, but still really, you know, you should be able to format your answer. Listen to players more. Reduce the time for Alliance Conquest, extend Alliance tournaments to the top 32, reduce unequipped costs for everything. Unequipped costs in this game are mental. They are so unproportional to the amount of crystals that you get for free in the game, and really just unproportional to the value of unequipping something. Should it be 0? I don't know. I mean, people will say, well, okay, then if it's 0, then you'd only have 1 CTP. You just make 1 brilliant CTP, and you just unequip it all the time for gold. So yeah, man, I can see that argument, but you know, paying whatever it is, 1,500 or it's probably more for a brilliant. I've never unequipped a brilliant, but paying, you know, whatever it is, 1,800 crystals or whatever to unequip a brilliant CDP, 600 for a normal CDP, you know, 600 for, what is it, 375 for Awaken Eye. So this is all bullshit. It shouldn't be that expensive. So yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at in the responses. This is a crystal giveaway video, guys. So you know, by all means, what I'm after is your comments. All you need to do is comment with your line ID or email address, and yeah, and you know, just write something. Write something in terms of the content of this video. Okay, Black Friday sales coming up. What will I be buying? You can see that I've got 17,000 crystals. I'm probably not going to buy a huge amount. To be honest, if I was going to buy anything, I might try and buy a few artifacts so I can get, you know, maybe from this particular, this 4-star artifact thing here, that maybe I could select Makari's artifact, which I haven't been able to get, haven't been able to drop. And that's probably the only one that I would actually go for, is the Makari artifact. So yeah, if I was going to buy anything, maybe that. I don't know what CTP is going to be on sale. Last year was a CTP of Rage, which worked out pretty well for everyone. I have no clue what cards are going to be on sale. Last year it was the art book cards. I have no interest in getting those cards. Guys, thanks for listening to the vid. Thanks for watching the vid. Let me know anything you want about this video. Let me know what you think about Thena. Let me know what you think about the survey. Let me know what you think about the direction the game's heading in. Let me know what you think about Black Friday. What are you planning to buy for Black Friday? Remember, whenever you post on this video, if you do post a comment, add your line ID or email address, and you will go into the draw to win one of, what have I got? 20 crystal vouchers worth 300 crystals each, so 6,000 crystals. Alright guys, thanks for watching the vid. A little bit longer than what I had hoped, but we got through a bit of gear. Thanks.